Hello everyone, this is EbySam with another character breakdown. This time for Penny Parker. I see a lot of Penny Parkers in my ranked games and in quick play just running in and dying. So I want to help everyone get better. So here we go. We'll start with the most simple ability to the most complex, just like last time. We start with Penny's movement speed, which is 6 meters a second, which is base movement speed for all the tanks. Penny has a wall climb that you climb 7.2 meters a second, which basically means you're faster going up a wall than walking normally. You can see here. Moving on, her primary fire, her cyber web cluster. It is 2-part damage and a projectile. Her damage is split into 2 parts, which is the main projectile and a little explosion. You can see here. It does have a little mini explosion. It's 15 damage for the explosion and 15 damage for the projectile, which is a total of 30 damage per projectile.
Double KO.
The radius of the explosion is 1.5 meters.
They don't look friendly.
So you can get people around the corner if, you know, they're not far enough into the corner. You can't just shoot it and it might kill somebody. Next up is the Aracno mines. This is her mines that you see every time you throw. You can have 15 total mines active at once. And the mines can be thrown quite a far distance, as you can see here. And each mine resets at a 4-second. So the cooldown for each mine is 4 seconds per charge. And with a 3-meter radius in the explosion, so that's where these things are gonna explode here. And it does 100 damage per mine. That's right, 100 damage per mine. So it takes 3 mines to one-shot pretty much every character in the game. So 1, 2, 3. There you go. Be careful where you throw these mines because they can be destroyed in mid-air and as well when they're set up on the ground. Now it's time for the trio of her abilities that use the cyber webs, which is any ability that she uses from her mobility to her cyber web snare. Moving on to cyber web snare, it does exactly what it says. It's a snare, which it means it's just a stun, a very brief stun with 5 damage. But you're not really going to use it for the damage. It's just for the quick stun. Enemies can't do anything there. They can't move. They can't shoot. But it's very brief, so you get free damage off. You and your team get free damage off. You can throw those cyber webs on the ground. Up to 3 total on the ground. As you can see by the indicator in the bottom left. You can have 3, and these do several things combined with the other abilities you have. More on that later. If you throw another one on the ground or at the wall, the first one you've thrown will disappear and be replaced by the newest one. The cyber web snare is on a 3-second cooldown, so you can throw snares very quickly all the time, pretty much. Once you have a cyber web on the ground, it does 3 things for you. It heals you, 25 heals per second in the cyber webs. It's quite a bit. It's substantial enough to keep you up. And it also gives you bonus health, 25 a second, all the way up to 800 HP, which is 150 bonus health total. And it gives you a movement speed boost of 25%.
Here comes trouble.
You can see, look how much faster I'm running in the cyber web. Now this is outside. This is inside. There is 2 more effects that the cyber webs do. This one's combined with your Aracno mines, which is just your mines. What it does, it conceals your mines in the cyber webs. So when you're playing against other players and you put mines behind on a cyber web, the enemies will not be able to see the mines, so they will not know where they are and will just walk on it and die. I'm not sure if you can destroy them while they're concealed like this, but I've tried and they haven't been destroyed, so they might be immune, but I'm not sure about that. The fourth effect of the cyber webs goes in nicely to the Bionic spider nest, which is a spider mine nest that has a 12-meter radius from where you put it down in the middle there.
You know what to do,
And it
spiders?
spawns 2 Bionic spiders that explode, dealing 40 damage each. And they spawn in an interval of 3 seconds per 2 spider drones. Cooldown is 15 seconds. But if it has not taken any damage, you will not get a cooldown. The spider nest itself has 250 HP. It's quite beefy. Total amount of spider drones you can have at once is 10. So if you just let your spider nest just hang about, no enemies are anywhere to be found, they can accumulate 10 spider drones, and just anyone who steps in this thing will just immediately die. And with this, we can bring it back around with the fourth effect of the cyber webs, which is extending the range of the spider drones here. So I will show you, just putting down one here and second one here. As you can see,
Spiders get the job
it
done.
extends the range with any spider, any cyber webs you can put down. Now for the last ability, that's a little bit less interesting than the spider nest, along with the cyber snare extension here. It is the cyber bond, which is 2 things. It's a dash, and as well as a little bouncy repel thing. So here. Oop.
That's 3.
Now this cyber web does count as your 3 that you can put down anywhere. So as you can see, the last one I put down is gone. And with that, I get a dash. And if you're still attached, once you hit 10 meters and the little marker in the middle, right, it will pull you back to your spot that you're tethered to. So I can just let go of the movement and it will just automatically trigger it. And you can sort of just ping pong in the direction if you wanted to, as well as if you detach it and you don't want to destroy a setup you have, right, you can just look at your cyber web and just attach to it. It won't disrupt another cyber web you have down. It would just cost you the cooldown and you will get that distance. The cyber bond is also a 3-second cooldown, you can see there.
My trap worked.
And it extends the range as any other cyber web will do. Now it's time for Penny Parker's ultimate, the Spider Sweeper. This is a 4-part ultimate. That's right, it does 4 things. So I will show you and explain what they do. So when you activate the ultimate, it gives you 450 bonus health and a 70% movement speed boost, which basically means you run really fast.
It's spider time!
Aside from the enhanced stats, the first part of the ultimate is generation of cyber webs. So when you do this, anywhere you run will generate spider webs on the ground, and that will extend the range of the spider nest. As you can see,
No coming back from that.
little spiders are coming all the way over here to explode on these little people.
I know that sound.
The second part that the ult does, it generates spider drones, like the ones in the spider nest, except coming from her back. So you can see that right there.
It's spider time!
In the back. And if you're not moving, it generates 2 a second, and if you're running around, it generates 1 a second. So you can just stop somewhere, generate a few of them, and then run to a spot. The third part ultimate,
Whoever
Penny
they
can
are,
shoot
they don't look friendly.
Aracno mines
in
during her
place.
ultimate, but she can only shoot 7
It's
Aracno mines. That's right,
spider
7
time!
total Aracno mines she can shoot from her ultimate.
No coming back from that.
By the end of that, the ult should be over, but yeah, just keep that in mind. That's for the fourth part of the ultimate, the sweeper part of her spider sweeper form, which is just a melee attack up close. Which you can see, it juggles people. You hit them up vertically,
Perfect hit,
and it
spider.
does 60 damage per hit, and 1 hit a second.
Double KO. That's 3.
Penny's general gameplay loop will be just set up traps in high traffic areas. So if you know a team or someone's gonna go through there, you can just generate a trap with the combination of the cyber snare and the mines, so they can't see the mines and they can't destroy them. So you can just get a quick kill. as well as just put them around the corner somewhere that you don't need to put a cyber web, and it will pop up and do damage just like that. Hitting the stuns or the cyber snare. You should be snaring someone anytime, any chance you get, almost all the time. Especially very mobile heroes to get them to low health, or just outright kill them once you snare them.
That's 3.
The spider nest, right? So the way you use the spider nest is you anchor a corner or a wall, or just somewhere the enemies need to pass through, and you need to fill it with, it's just a minefield. So something like this, let's say, like,
they don't look friendly.
Yeah, the cart's going in front of us right now, and then just you put a minefield right next to the wall, so people have to force you out. So like they have to go through your minefield, through your extended range, through your spider drones and the spider nest to get you out of this position. And for your cyber bond, you really just want to not use it on a at all as a cyber bond, right? You don't want to use this because it eats up the cooldown, right? If you detach yourself from it, even if you're on it, it goes on cooldown, and that's pretty much a death sentence for you since you're such a big hitbox, right? So I highly recommend going into your settings and onto Penny and lowering down the target sensitivity on the cyber bond, because you don't want to attach yourself to one of these. Especially if you're right in front of them, you want to like go run away, right? Otherwise it would just connect to this, you use your cooldown, you won't move anywhere, and you just die, right? It doesn't have to do very much besides just hold a good position and just hit the stun and set up traps. She's a very fun niche character. You can't really play her anywhere and all the time. You have to play her specifically to counter a mobile character, or maybe she has a good map that like just holds a corner very well. But besides that, just have fun setting up creative traps somewhere and watch someone just walk into it. So thank you for watching, everybody. That's it for Penny Parker. I hope you learned something and lets you play her better, and lets you get more creative on her mines and the positioning in her spider mines, right? Now you should be playing her always in a spider mine, spider web,
Go the spiders.
and just being a nuisance like a tarantula. Yeah, think about yourself like a tarantula, setting up a bunch of webs and then, you know, biting them with the mines.
Mine's in place.
But that's it for me. Thank you for watching. I hope you learned something, and have a great rest of your day. Time to get sticky.